I'm Ben Brown with morethanguitar.com, and today we'll be trying out the Fender Champion 50 XL guitar amp. Let's try it out. Let's go for the clean sound first. Well, it's nice and clean and bright. However, I don't know if you can hear that over your speakers through my computer microphone, my camera microphone, and my computer editing, but it has a bad buzz to it. Almost like the speaker's cracked or something. I'm going to be honest with you. I picked this up at an auction, and I just checked it to make sure it worked. I did not actually play through it a lot. This is essential when you're buying a guitar amp, so learn from my mistake. The amplifier is about half of your electric guitar sound, so choose wisely. Anyway, we'll ignore the buzz and see what else it's got. So that's the clean channel, about a third of the way up. I repeat, it's outside of the buzz, it's got a nice full open sound to it. So I'm going to switch over to the distortion channel. Start off with that clean. Except for the buzz, it's kind of clean. Alrighty, let's, we'll leave the volume there and put the gain halfway. We'll try a couple of different things. So the first one we go to is just compression. Which does tighten up the sound a little bit. So crunch, the lower level of distortion for most amps. It's not very crunchy. Let's kick up the gain. Let's turn down the volume so I don't hurt myself. It is quite loud. You'll get run out of your apartment for this for sure if you don't mitigate it. Well, that's got some balls on it. What's the plus? Oh, plus over. Crunch plus overdrive. That's getting a little crunchy. And that's just the overdrive. So now we're going with a British amp emulation. Notice it changed the tone a little bit, flattened it out a little bit. Let's see, what British stuff doing though? Well, maybe not totally British, but so yeah, it just kind of gradually keeps turning up as you turn the knob. But so this is the British amp plus overdrive. So that's starting to give off a little bit more chunk. Oh, the next one is a metal setting. So what do we got for metal? What metal lick do I like? Sorry, I missed that. Wow, that's getting kind of deep and chunky. The octaver. What's that got on it? Does it get heavier? That's all the way up with the octaver and the metal thing. All right. Well, it's got nice tight sounds. I wish this did not have the buzz problem. I'm going to flip it back down to clean and over to the clean channel effect, and we're going to play around with the effects select. Let's see. This starts off with reverb plus CH. What in the world is CH? Okay. Nice clean. Oh, plus chorus. That's why. I see. Okay. How do we get it out of the chorus? There we go. It's just Just reverb, back down. Okay, the light changes, that's handy. So now we got reverb and chorus. I don't know why I've got to do a sus4 every time I hear a chorus sound like that, but anyway, probably some damage from my youth. Wow, that buzz is annoying. So let's try it with just the chorus, see what that is. It's a very light chorus, at least at that. Let's turn it up a little bit farther. Oh, okay, that's a little deeper. Flanger, all right. See what that does. Light turns yellow for the flanger, all right. I just noticed I've had my effects level set down about halfway. What if we give it all she's got? Wow, wow. A little deeper. Let's go a little deeper into the flange. Well, that's definitely a flange, not the most easy to control, and not like you've heard on a lot of record albums, but I mean it's there. Okay, this is the delay. Okay, it's got this tap light has been driving me nuts. Let's see if I can change the timing of the delay. 1, 2, 3. Slow it down a little. What if we speed it up some? Okay, back down. Oops, too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be about 80. Sorry, silly schoolboy trick. Anyway, so delay and reverb, pretty common. Oh, wait a minute. Delay and what? Says reverb. Huh, okay, but that's definitely the wah, which is the next one down there. So the knob is just the, okay. So when the tap light, okay, I see what happens too. Yeah, when this light turns red, that means you're down on the wah, so there is the last setting on the delay and reverb setting. Okay, so on to the wah. Okay, so this isn't really, since there's no pedal involved, this isn't really a wah sound. It's what I would call an envelope filter, which sounds kind of similar, except you don't have to move your foot. Okay, what happens when you turn the wah farther up? The buzz gets worse, that's what happens. Alright, oh, a vibrato. Let's see. It's a lot of vibrato. Wow, that buzz is killing me on the vibrato. I guess it's hitting with the vibrato. Let's do that. Let's change. Okay, there we go. Still on vibrato. So that's the last of the vibrato. What's the tremolo do? Okay, let's see the light change. We change the tremolo. That kind of sounds the same as the vibrato, only heavier. Okay, so what have we learned? This is a nice little amp. It's very light. It's not relatively inexpensive as amps go. It has a lot of fun effects, a lot of different tones you can play around with. It's got a foot switch that's optional. It did not come with my auction. For a bedroom player, this would be kind of almost too loud if you're just playing at home, but it has a lot of cool sounds to play around with there. I don't like it for professional use. If you're out playing someplace, you need the sounds to change pretty quick. Nobody wants to see you screwing around with your amp. This tap button seems to let me go back to this. Yeah, it seems to reset to a default speed. So if you've got a vibrato or a wah sound that was working for you, you have to take a second and reset it. With a foot switch, yeah, you can at least have two separate tones. The distortion too, you can't, it's not like you have two separate distortion pedals, but you'd have to actually twist the knob, and it doesn't click. It's all smooth potentiometer feelings. It's all digital, so it's probably not actually a potentiometer. You're telling the chip to do something there. But if you're a beginner and you're playing your first couple of gigs, yeah, this would it's definitely loud enough to work it. Notice I never really got it over a third volume the whole time I was doing this. The gain on this might have pushed that a little past that, but still, it's most certainly loud enough. The 12-inch speaker gives you a nice full sound. Small venues, it would carry just fine if you mic'd it on stage, so use it as a personal monitor and put the sound out through the PA. It would be sufficient for that. The only thing I'm bothered by is you'd still have to use your pedal board because the onboard effects just aren't all that. And the main thing we've learned from this video is always, always, always do a thorough checkout before you buy any amp. Had I not just plugged it in at the warehouse and played it, I most certainly would have noticed that buzz that's kind of ruining the tone for everybody else. Anyway, I'm Ben Brown with More Than Guitar, and this has been a review of the Fender Champion 50XL guitar amp. If it's helped you at all, please click the affiliate link and like and subscribe. Thank you so much.